Good morning. Today is Friday, and we've been putting in the work this week. I am so proud of each of you for courageously concentrating every day on each of your assignments. We are going to end this week on a fantastic note. Let's get started with the morning announcements.
Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Bobcat affirmation. I think positively. I take ownership of my actions. I make wise choices. I am excited about new learning. I will reach my goals. I forgive others and myself. I am understanding of differences. I am a leader. I am a Bobcat. You may be seated for a moment of silence. This is Naima Ivory, and I'm from Miss Carol's class. Remember, at Scenic Hill Elementary School, every student counts and every moment matters. Stay tuned for the Bobcat broadcast.
Now, every day, all of the Bobcats within our Scenic Hill School should strive to display our foundational values. In order to do this, you must think about the 3R approach, which is to be respectful, be responsible, and to always be ready to learn. As we continue to discuss our focus word of the month, empathy, which is related to our foundational value of being respectful. The definition of empathy is when you are able to share and understand the emotions and feelings of another person. This includes understanding your emotions and how they affect other people. Showing empathy means making sure that others know that you care about them and stopping to think about how your reaction will affect the people around you. Finally, empathy means using all of this information to help you regulate your behavior. Now, scholars, it was a little disappointing to find out on yesterday that some of our scholars are writing negative, bad, harmful messages about classmates on the back of the door in the restroom. So I want you to think about how you would feel if someone wrote a bad message about you in the restroom and you wrote it and it was written on the door for anyone that came in the restroom to read that information. How would that make you feel? Sad, embarrassed, upset? All of those words come into my mind because when I saw the words on the wall, I was sad and I felt so embarrassed, and I was very empathetic because I knew how that scholar felt when she saw that someone had done that. That is not respectful. We talk about showing respect to our classmates. We talk about being respectful and showing respect to our building. We shouldn't be writing on the walls, the floor, the desk, or any of the property within our building because we want our building to look the best that it can. And so I hope that I will never ever see that someone has written something on the wall in the restroom. And scholars, the next time you see some writing on the walls in our restroom, you should tell an adult. You should ask if you can get a pencil or something and erase it. We're going to have the door painted over, but teachers, I need for you to have your monitors from now on checking the restroom doors inside the stalls to make sure that when your class leaves that no one has written anything on our property because we want our school building to look the best that it can be. In today's classroom spotlight, we would like to shine a light on our Grade 5 scholars. We are so proud of you for doing an excellent job of showing our foundational value of being ready to learn. In the first photo at the bottom to the left, you will see Mr. Kane looking at his watch, telling the class that it is time for them to rotate to their next set of tasks. It was amazing to hear the scholars at the small group table ask for more time so that they could be sure to complete their assignment and do their best work. As I was watching this class at work, I noticed that the rest of the scholars in the classroom were working diligently, courageously on their online assignments at their other stations. Mr. Kane did not have to leave the small group to check on them. They were doing the right thing at the right time. And Mr. Kane knows that because of this, he can trust them to do their work. This is a fantastic example of what it looks like to be ready when we are learning in the classroom. I am so proud of our top scholars for setting the example for every other scholar in the building to follow. We don't have any birthdays today, but tomorrow maybe we'll have a birthday or two. See you soon. Scholars, in today's school-wide events and activities, I am excited to announce that today is the end of the first week of our canned food drive. Teachers and scholars, I hope that you have all of the cans that you have collected this week in a special area of your classroom because Ms. Coburn will be around today to collect and count all of the cans for all of the classes. And on Monday, I will announce the class that has the highest amount of cans so far. That way, you'll know how many cans your class needs to bring so that you can beat that number. And so I'm so excited. But remember, our goal is to have at least one can per child. So we should have at least 300 cans so that we can give these items to families who need them so that everyone can have a wonderful Thanksgiving this year. I am so proud of our school for helping families to have a happy Thanksgiving this year. Our second announcement is just a reminder that our spirit gear is on sale in our online store, and the last day to purchase the spirit gear is on Friday, November the 19th, the last day before we leave for Thanksgiving break. Lastly, I want to issue a challenge to our scholars. I want to issue a sight word challenge. So every day when you are in your small groups in reading, we should be having a sight word station where you have 15 minutes to practice your sight words. Now, there are 1,000 words that you should know before you leave 5th grade. And so we have you practicing in that station so that you can know the words that show up most often in any book that you read. So when you are in the sight word station, you should be quizzing yourself, quizzing all other classmates who are in that station with you. And because your goal should be to learn as many words as you can before you leave in the 5th grade. Now, in this picture, you will see Jakiria Fleming. She is working with one of our Rise to Read tutors who comes on Tuesday and Thursday because she says she is going to learn all 1,000 of those words. And she is currently at word number 378 in this photo. 378. The first 500 words in this 1,000-word list are posted around the building. In the stairwells, we have 400 of the words, and on the walls near each of the restrooms, we have the first 100 words. When you walk up and down the stairs, are you checking to see which of the words you already know and figuring out which words you need to learn? Each time you learn 100 of the words, come down so that you can read them to me, read them to Dr. White, read them to one of the secretaries. Read your 100 words and you will receive a prize. So, for each 100 words that you learn, starting from today, you need to check and see if you know 100 words. When you know 100 words, you need to raise your hand and say, I'm ready for the sight word challenge. And your teacher will let you come down and read your words so you can get your prizes. I can't wait to see which scholars are going to level up in our sight word challenge. Next week, we will unveil our math challenge. And as a preview, it's going to be a math fact challenge. So if you haven't been listening to those songs that we are playing in the cafeteria during lunch that will help you with your math facts, you might want to listen a little bit closer when you go to lunch today, because that will help you with the math fact challenge. I can't wait to tell you about it on Monday. Remember, every day we're building brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future. We will conclude our announcements with our victory roar. Say it with me. Together we must believe. Together we will achieve. Together we are reimagining 901. Have a fantastic day of teaching and learning.